Hey baddies, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I pay off my credit card balance every month using my sinking funds and my rollover money. If you are new here, my name is Jasmine. I'm an all-cash budgeter. I use what's called a zero-based budgeting method to handle all of my finances and paychecks, okay? Make sure you hit that red subscribe button. Leave a comment if you have any questions. I try to stay engaged with my community as much as I can. If you guys are interested in learning how I do this today, stay tuned. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's week? Mine is getting much better. I'm finally feeling a little better after my bout with Omarion. So I still have a few days left in quarantine, but I was feeling good today. Decided to hop up and see what I could do. So this is my expense tracker. I sell this with my all-in-one budgeting sheets, as you guys know. It'll be available in my upcoming planner. If not, you prefer printed sheets, those are available on my site as well. So what I do every month is I track my credit card expenses. And so what I try to do, instead of like when I go and, let's say I go to Walmart, instead of taking, my money out of here to buy what I need from Walmart, I go ahead and swipe my credit card. I do this personally for two reasons. For one, as you guys know, I am on a credit rebuilding journey. So showing that I am using the credit cards that I currently have and that I can manage the balances on them is in my favor, okay? And for two, it's to accumulate points. The thing about like using debit cards and stuff like that is there's no perks. You don't get any points, there's no rewards, there's no cash back. So I do it for those two reasons. And for three, it's also so much easier to manage my actual money in my sinking funds when I do it this way. It ensures that I'm staying on budget, and it pretty much just keeps me on track. And I don't have to like keep changing here because, 30/31 I would have had 69 cents. So I'm just able to just pull at the end of the month, pull the money from here and from my rollover funds, and everything is everything, okay? So I personally write out a description of the charge. I go through my bill statement. I try to do it a couple times a week. Write out the charges, write out the amounts, and then I choose the categories that money is going to come from. A lot of times what I'll do first is just go ahead and pull using the rollover money from my cash envelopes first, and then pull from my funds, but we'll just see how it goes, okay? So I'm sorry, I'm gonna quit apologizing because this is my channel. I just wanted to explain that because I know I haven't posted one of these in a while for the new people. So the first thing we're gonna go ahead and do is go into our high priority binder here. And this is rollover money. So if you guys watch my cash stuffings, you know this money comes from our wallet every week. This is the money that we roll over that wasn't spent in our cash envelopes. And I roll this money over because I keep grocery money and gas money and stuff in my cash envelopes, and I typically swipe that with a card. Okay. So what we're going to go ahead and do, these are the highlighters I use, by the way. What we're going to go ahead and do is just sit this money to the side here. Okay, we're going to grab our pen and our calculator. And we're going to work through these expenses. So I'm going to go through here. I'm going to do the rollover funds first and make sure that I can cover those before I start spending rollover money. So we have a rollover charge for $15. We have one for $46.98. We have one for $128.40. And we have one for $59.17. Let me see, is that it? Yes. So our rollover total is $249.55. So I'm going to go ahead and check these off. And we need $249.55. So there's 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. We'll just do this 50. So here's our $250 for rollover expenses. So those are paid. So next I'm going to go ahead and go through and see the rest. So I know for sure that all of this money out of my funds is probably not going to be there. But let's go ahead and see. Let's see what we have left. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260. So we have 260 to help us if any of these funds do not have the allocated amount. So next we're going to go through, let's see. One thing I do have to do, y'all. So y'all know my streaming services I pay for with my bills. So this money has already been deposited in the account when I deposited the bill money. My streaming services, let me just show y'all because I know y'all are visual like me. I do save for those in my bill envelope. So those are already paid. Okay, just making sure everything is everything. All right, so now let's go through Jasmine's funds. So first, I got me some stuff from Old Navy, 3031, 1513, 4544, 4648, 2055, and that's it. So it looks like I need to pull $157.91 from my fund. So let's pull what we have out of rollover first. So 100, 200, 3, girl, send help. Oh, the ghetto. 20, 40, 60, 81, 120, 140, 160. And that will do it. So we don't even need to pull from my personal funds. We'll use that rollover money to cover my purchases. Okay, and that's just the way I do it. That's why I roll over so much, because it really helps me to not be able to dig in my sinking funds, instead to use that rollover cash envelope money. Okay, giving, let's see. I bought my niece some shoes, so there's $39.95. And there's another one. Oh, I bought a book from, so $39.95. I bought Gab's Debt Diary. So that's it. Okay, so we have $52 out of giving. So let's see what we have here. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So I'm just going to put 50. And we will see if we need the 2 later. So there's giving. That's done. And fitness. So from fitness, we bought some stuff from Amazon. I am going to go ahead and pull that one out of here. Fitness, we have 31, 38 that we need to pull. So let's see if we can do that. We have 30, so we'll go ahead and pull the 30 from our fitness envelope. So we'll add that up here to our pile, and we'll check it off here. So very last, we have an Amazon purchase and a DoorDash purchase that went over, excuse me, that went over our weekly spending amount. And this was me buying some crap for my room that I needed a new shelf or whatever. So these are miscellaneous purchases. So for those, we have $49.70 plus $42.31. So that's $92.01. And I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So I'm going to add the leftover 50 from the rollover money. So we still need $42 out of here. So we're going to go to our miscellaneous funds. And we're going to pull 20, 40, and we'll go ahead and pull 45 to cover those $2 from that other fund. Okay. So that purchase is paid and that purchase is paid. And so next, I'm going to go ahead and add up this total amount here and then make sure we have enough cash to cover it. So we have a total of $632.14. So I'm just going to write that down here. And let's make sure we have enough cash to cover. Okay. So we have 100, 150, 170, 190. Let me just do this to make it easier on myself. 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 300, 320, 340, 360, 380, 400, 420, 440, 460, 480, 490, 500, 510, 520, 530, 540, 550, 560, 570, 580, 585. Oh, so I have 585, but I'm subtracting these expenses here because those were subscriptions that were paid. So let me do that. 632.14 minus 605 minus 540 minus 1514. Is that everything? Okay, I added this up wrong. So it should be 605.05. I forgot about the subscriptions. So 100, 150, 170, 190, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 300, 320, 340, 360, 380, 400, 420, 440, 460, 480, 490, 500, 510, 520, 530, 540, 550, 560, 570, 580, 585. So somehow I have shorted myself somewhere. So I'm $20 short, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull that. I'm going to pull it out of my miscellaneous fund. So I'm going to give 100 and put 80 back. So 20, 40, 60, 80. We'll go back in here. And I'm not really sure what happened. Y'all, I am sickly, so I know I've probably messed up somewhere. So let's see what we have now. 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 300, 320, 340, 360, 380, 400, 420, 440, 460, 480, 500, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 600, and 5. So now we're perfect. So we have $605. So now I'll just go deposit this back into my account. And well, I really already paid the bill because I was sick with some buffer money, but typically this will get deposited the day before or 1 to 2 days before my statement generates. So I know a lot of you guys watch this and you're like, you shouldn't max out your bill. I don't. So I spend this money throughout the month, and my bills, so like the bill comes out for me to pay it on the 9th. The bill generates on the 8th. So if I pay it before the 8th, my balance shows up is, I think I leave like $15 in there. So I've spent all this money and paid it back. So the transactions are there, but I don't owe any interest on the money, if that makes sense. I make sure to pay it before the statement generates. Not when the bill is due, before the statement generates, okay? So this is going to go into my bill pay checking account, and I'll transfer that over to my credit card thing or whatever. And that's all she wrote, y'all. I know I was a little all over the place today, but I'm struggling. But typically this lines up correctly. My crazy self must have just missed something along the way. I think these streaming charges kind of threw me off, but I'll go back and double check. But this is what I do every month. I haven't had to do it the past few months because, again, those points added up and I was able to pay off 2 credit card bills in full with points alone. Just from me using the card. I think I got it in June until December, and I was able to pay off December's and January's credit card bill in full. And they were like, one was like 900 and something, and one was pretty much $1,000. So come on now, let's talk about it. And that was around the holidays when we typically spend more money, so it's really nice to have. So that's how I do, and I do this once a month, typically at the beginning of the month. It's a little later this week, y'all, again, because I've been down and out. But I hope this was helpful. So as always, if you're looking for this tracker, it's available on my site, but you have to buy the whole all-in-one budgeting system. I don't sell it separately. So there's that. And I hope you guys enjoy. I actually finalized my planner today. I'll have 2 versions. I have one that's similar to this with the pinks, and then another one in a really cool color. Y'all, this has been a journey. I've been working my butt off for this. My goal for 2022 is to try to release a new project every other month. Some new, cool, updated stuff for you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. So look for that. I am hoping to release and have a big launch on Valentine's Day. It just depends on how I feel. I'm like 4 days behind this point at doing inventory and stuff. I still haven't really been able to leave my house to go down to my storage and work on anything. But I am hoping that this weekend I can knock it out and be able to launch on Valentine's Day for you guys. And as far as the wallets, I know that's everybody's question. Y'all, they have been sitting in clearance since January 22nd in Alaska. And so I'm going back and forth with FedEx trying to figure out what's going on. So they may or may not be a part of the launch. I can't keep holding off waiting on them. They'll just show up when they show up. I'm going to quit stressing about it. So that's it, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all have a lovely day. And make sure y'all stay safe. Wear your masks if that's your thing. I know some of y'all are anti or whatever, I guess. But make sure you stay safe, y'all, because this here COVID ain't no punk, okay? Y'all have a good week. Bye.
Something to buy, yeah. Set the